I'm about to get married, but his mother just tried to unalive me and my baby, and now I don't know if there's going to be a wedding at all. David and I had been together for 3 years, engaged for 8 months. I was 6 months pregnant with our first child, and we'd planned a small ceremony for next month before the baby arrived. Everything seemed perfect except for one massive problem: his mother Patricia. From day one, Patricia made it clear she thought I wasn't good enough for her precious son. I was too young, too poor, too uneducated. When David got promoted at work, she credited his success to finally having motivation to better himself, implying I was holding him back. When we got engaged, she asked if he was sure he wasn't just settling. But when I got pregnant, her hostility went nuclear. She started telling people I trapped David, that I probably wasn't even sure who the father was, that David was throwing his life away for some gold-digging slut. David defended me every time, but Patricia was relentless. 2 weeks ago, she invited me over for lunch, said she wanted to clear the air before the wedding, maybe help me plan some last-minute details. David was working, so it would just be us girls. Against my better judgment, I agreed. Maybe she was finally ready to accept me. I should have known better. Patricia had made this elaborate spread: salads, sandwiches, fresh fruit, homemade lemonade. She was being uncharacteristically sweet, asking about the baby, complimenting my maternity dress. For 45 minutes, I actually thought we were having a breakthrough. Then the cramps started. At first, I thought it was normal pregnancy discomfort, but within minutes, the pain was excruciating. I was doubled over, sweating, nauseous beyond anything I'd experienced even in my first trimester. Patricia kept asking if I was okay, offering to get me water, acting concerned. That's when I saw her face. She wasn't concerned. She was watching, waiting, like she was expecting this to happen. The cramping got worse. I started bleeding and knew immediately something was terribly wrong. I begged Patricia to call 911, but she just stood there with this cold expression, checking her watch like she was timing something. "You know, dear," she said calmly while I writhed on her kitchen floor, "maybe this is for the best. David deserves better than to be tied down by some accident baby with a girl like you." That's when I realized she'd poisoned me. The lemonade had tasted slightly bitter, but I'd assumed it was just too much lemon. Patricia had actually tried to kill my baby, maybe kill me too. I managed to get my phone out and call 911 myself. Patricia tried to grab it from me, but I held on long enough to gasp out the address and that I was pregnant and poisoned. She finally gave up the act and called me a stupid bitch who was ruining her son's life. The paramedics arrived within minutes. They pumped my stomach, started 4 fluids, rushed me to the hospital. David met us there, absolutely frantic. When I told him what happened, his face went white, then red, then something I'd never seen before. The doctors managed to save the baby, but it was touch and go for hours. They found traces of pennyroyal oil in my system, an herb that's been used to induce miscarriages for centuries. Large doses can be fatal. Patricia was arrested that night. When the police searched her house, they found the bottle of pennyroyal oil hidden in her bedroom, along with printed articles about natural pregnancy termination, and a handwritten timeline that laid out exactly when she'd expected the poison to take effect. David hasn't spoken to her since. His dad filed for divorce immediately. Apparently this wasn't the first time Patricia had done something unhinged, just the most extreme. The rest of David's family cut her off completely. Our wedding is postponed indefinitely, not because we don't want to get married, but because David is struggling with the fact that his own mother tried to murder his child. He's in therapy, we're in couples counseling, and honestly, some days I'm not sure we're going to make it through this. Patricia pled guilty to attempted murder and aggravated assault. She's looking at 15 to 20 years. During her sentencing, she looked right at me and mouthed, "This isn't over. I'm 7 months pregnant now, and we've moved 3 states away, but sometimes I still taste that bitter lemonade in my dreams."